Okay, so what I'm going to show you now are my royal pythons. I do have 3 of these guys, but the other one is in the enclosure moment. I only fed her yesterday, so I don't want to disturb her too much. So in my hand here I got Lily. She's my youngest one, my first ever snake. She's a lot smaller than the other one I got here, which is Chewy. He's a male. She's about 3 years old. And Lily here in my hand, this one is about 10 months old now, I believe. Yeah, about 10 months old. She's only just come out of shed, so the colour on her is really nice at the moment, nice and bright. There's still a bit of shed stuck on her, but that will soon come off with time. So yeah, these snakes, they're called royal pythons. In America, they're best known as ball pythons, because their defense mechanism is to just curl up into a ball when they feel threatened. They wrap their bodies around their heads and just curl up. You'll find these across Central Africa. Oop, a bit skitchy at the moment. So they're very head shy. If you touch your head, they're not so keen on that. So these royal pythons, yeah, we've got 3-year-old there, 10 months old. They come round with me doing shows. They're the most popular pets in the pet trade, and kids love these. They love handling them. They're very easy to handle. They are recommended snakes for beginners. If you're just getting into the hobby, this is what we'd recommend. Very easy to look after. I keep them in plastic boxes like that one over there. You can keep them in vivariums, which you can make look a lot nicer. Just practicalities, I like to keep them in those rubs. As you can see, they're very easy to handle, lots of fun. Like I said, this one's a male. He's just over 3 foot long. Females will grow longer. Females can get up to 5 foot, but not very often you get that. So I don't think this one's going to grow much more than he already is. I feed them on mice and rats. Every 7 to 10 days I feed them. Again, these guys can be quite fussy eaters. They can go off their food for quite some time, months and months. I think this guy here, the big one I got in my left hand, he did go off his food for about 3 or 4 months. Eventually got him eating mice. He should be on rats, but he likes his mice better than rats. And this little one here, Lily, I feed her on medium-sized mice now. She's growing nicely. She's grown a few inches since I've had her. So yeah, what I'll do now, I'll go ahead and show you a tarantula, which is my new addition to the family. Like what I'm doing, just showing you that they're not that bad at all. They're not scary creatures. I've got them both my hands here. They're moving around. They're flicking their tongue. All that's just doing is tasting the air around them. They're not tasting you to see if they can eat you, bite you. People ask me, do they ever escape? No, they don't escape. And do they lie in bed next to you and measure you up to see if they can eat you? How I answer that question is no. Snakes, they don't measure their food before eating them. We don't do that, do we? We don't measure our food before we eat it. Snakes don't do that either. So yeah, what I'll do, I'll put these snakes back in their enclosures now, and I'll get the tarantula out of you. Alright, so this here is my Chilean rose tarantula. She is the red variant of it. You do get a lot of black ones. The purpose of this video is just to show you that they're not as bad as what people make them out to be. You can handle them quite well. A lot of questions I get about this: is it venomous? The answer to that question is yes, it is venomous. They got fangs, 2 fangs at the front of their heads, and they'd only do that if they really feel threatened, or if they think you're food. She's never bitten at me or tried to bite at me. She always tries to run away. I tried to get her to bite a few things, but she just wouldn't bite it at all. So they're very docile creatures, these tarantulas. I'm not saying all tarantulas are docile, but this particular tarantula is. So what I'm going to be doing in a moment, I'm going to be giving her a feed. I've got some locusts in here. They are quite large locusts. She does eat quite a lot. You'll feed every other day. An enclosure is very basic. So basically what we've got a cap there for water in there. We've got a hide. She never used the hide yet, and a little decoration that came with it when I bought it, and substrate then, a bit like compost, keep it not too damp, but a little bit damp enough so she can burrow in there if she wants to. So these tarantulas, they live up to 20 years. Well, the females live up to 20 years, and the male tarantula will only live to about 3 to 5 years. So they don't live very long at all. So what I'm going to do now is going to place her back in an enclosure, ready to give her some food. Now with these, you've got to be very careful with them. No sudden movements, don't blow on them. If they feel threatened, there's two things they can do, is either run away, or they can flick hairs at you. So tarantulas, they'll use their back legs to flick the hair off their abdomen there, and that goes all over you, and it's very irritating. If it goes in your eyes, it's very painful for quite a few days. It's best not to no sudden movements or heavy breathing on it. She may feel threatened. So what I'll do now, I'll give her a feed. So I've got locust in here. So I'll just grab this one with tweezers and see what happens here. We'll see what she's doing. She's actually backing away. She's not too bothered about the food. She's refusing to bite there, so all she's doing is just backing away. I've had her about a week now and she hasn't eaten anything. It's not unusual for them to go off their food. I'm going to put the lid on in case that locust jumps out. They can go off their food for quite a bit, but if I just leave that in there, she'll have it when she's ready. So yeah, that's a tarantula, a Chilean rose tarantula. Just so they're not that bad at all, they're not that scary. If you have any questions about these, just hook me up and message on Facebook or on chat or whatever, and I'll try my best. And hopefully one day you'll get to meet them yourselves and handle them and get over your fear. Okay. Any questions? Just ask them in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and a like. Thank you.